Nyumbani, 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 Okoni home. This is Nyumbani, 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 Okoni home.
Ooh, who lives in a pineapple under the sea? SpongeBob. Okay, Ohoroooo house demo misete muno omotherere direnda tomenyane. So some of my friends and I put together some questions so that you can get to know who is Mundu Wa House. Know you taga Mundu Wa House. Okay, so without further ado, let's get right into the video. Question number 1: for how long can you go without reading a book, and how does it feel? I can only go for a day and I feel so itchy. I feel like I'm not taking action to achieve what I want. I'm not learning something new. Dear Dete, question number 2: what developed your interest of reading books? So guys, like any other child, when I was taken to school, I was introduced to storybooks, loved them, came across a collection of bedtime stories at my cousin's house. They were like 12 books, loved them, and the rest is history. Okay, the rest is history. Question number 3: how do you choose the books that you read, or do you just read any books? So, first of all, heck no, I do not read just any books. I choose the books that I read according to what I want to learn at that moment. Let's say I want to learn about marketing or confidence or public speaking. I'm going to buy a book. I'm going to buy a book that's talking about those topics so that I can learn. And you shouldn't read just any book. Question number 4: have you ever read a book and found it a waste of time because it didn't help you in any way? Oh my goodness. Anyway guys, I'm kidding. Listen, if you read any book, even though you don't like it, you're either going to learn a new word or a new concept, or you're going to have a new perspective of seeing things. So even though I don't like it, as long as I'm learning, that's not wasting my time. I love to learn, guys. Okay, question number 5, guys. So listen to this question. I told my friend that I love educating minds. So she asked me, now that you're educating minds, do you feel pressured to read books for the sake of posting videos than for the fact that you love reading? Guys, so here's the thing. For me, I read books every single day. So whether I'm making videos or not, I'm still reading. That fact does not change. But however, I do feel the pressure to read faster than I do when I'm not making videos, because now this week I have to talk about this book, next week I can't talk about the same book, so now I have to read faster. But that's good pressure because I want to be a fast reader, which I'm not currently. Question number 6: do you buy your books from a specific shop? Asha Adwa House rekeide mwire nie mavuku makwa rere. I buy from streets of Nairobi. I buy from a shop called The Attic on Instagram. I buy from, guys, random places. The mall, if I find a nice book at the bookshop. Is it called bookshop? Where you buy textbook center. Yeah, I buy from any place that I come across a book and the price makes sense, or the price is worth it. The book is worth the price. I'm going to get the book, so I don't have a specific place. I'm talking too much. Mundu Wa House. Number 7: do you have annoying friends who borrow your books and never return, or continually borrow till it feels like you would prefer to refer them to a store? Guys, so when I have conversations with my friends, I kind of make it clear that I don't like giving out my books. But then if I find a person with whom I can exchange books and we can interchange, that's okay. Or if I want to teach someone something and I want them to learn, I do give them a book But what I do is I give them a timeline. I tell them, you need to read this book by the end of the week. So if you're not done, you're still going to give it to me. To avoid, I don't like when I lose books. I love seeing my books. So if I end up giving them out, I can't wake up in the morning and look at my books. Haibo, hara, dear dete. Question number 8. Have you ever thought of writing a book? Guys, there's actually a funny backstory to that question that I'm going to make a story time, but this is it. I wrote a book, but the only people who read it were my friends from my high school. No one published it for me, even my parents. But in the future, all right, best-selling, okay? Question number 9, have you reached a level where you can critique authors or books? If so, what are the common mistakes that you find in books while reading? Whew. Guys, this is a difficult question. Listen. Oh my God, this is so hard. The more you read books, the more you know about different styles of writing. So we can say that you're a little bit more exposed, not experienced. So you can be able to judge a little bit better. And at the same time, I can tell you that after you read a number of certain books, that's when you can be able to critique. As long as you're reading a book, you can be able to have an opinion whether the book is good or bad to you. I can say that I have noticed a lot of repetition. Let's move on. Question number 10. Have you ever read a book out of peer pressure? And what was the title? Guys, I have. The Alchemist. Everyone was reading that book. Everyone was posting about that book. And I just wanted to find out, what is this book talking about? So yeah, I read it. Next question. Question number 11. Who's your favorite author? My favorite author is Grant Cardone. That's because I feel like we have the same, we just love setting goals. We just love taking action. We kind of share some values. So I just love him, and I love how he says it's not really about motivation, it's about taking action. Go after what you want, and that's exactly what I'm about. All right? Oh, I had another question. Question number 12. How do you choose the books you read? I think I answered that question. I choose the books I read based on what I want to learn at that specific moment. Question number 13. When are you coming back to America? Sweetheart, honey, I don't know what made you think that I live in America, but I guess you saw my future. Anyway, I'll definitely visit. But I live in Nairobi, Kenya. I have always lived there. So yeah, I don't know. Next question. What's the most you've spent on a book? Not much. Guys, the most I've spent on a book is 1850. Attic books. You guys are expensive. Yeah, guys, that's it. Bye, guys. Neto konana when I post my next video. Love you.